welcome back to my channel. So today I have my project pan update. We've made it through a quarter of the year already. How did that happen? The last couple of weeks have been a bit shaken up. Everybody in the whole entire world has had their routines completely changed, or if they're still going to work and are on the front line or are still required to go to work during this sort of pandemic that we're going through with COVID-19, have now become super stressful jobs. So I just want to take this moment to say thank you to all of the people who still have to go to work and are still going to work and are absolutely risking their life to save others. So this is predominantly going to, you know, the NHS and all of their support staff, care workers and all of their staff who are literally helping ill people on a day-to-day basis. If you're a bin man, a postman, farmers, all of those other people where you still have to go to work, I'm obviously going to miss categories out, then I absolutely salute you. You are doing a groundbreaking job and you are holding this country up on pins. Obviously, you guys who are watching me from other countries around the world, I absolutely mean the same message to you guys as well. So let's move on to the makeup. That's why you are here. I've been doing a lot of number crunching. I had to move on to a bigger pad out of my small little diary. So let's start with this foundation. It's the Collection Illuminating Touch Foundation. So this is completely used up. I managed to unscrew the pump. Then I got a brush and scraped around as much as I could from the insides of this. This has sort of got like a frosted glass bottle, so it's really quite hard to see that I have done that, but trust me, I have. So overall use since when I first made my project pan is 16.6 grams. So this ran out in the middle of March, so on the 13th, Friday the 13th of all days, rolled in a new foundation, which is the one I'm currently wearing on my face, which I feel is slightly too light for me. I think my chest and my shoulders are showing a more yellow tone, where this is definitely coming off as a more cooler tone when I look in the mirror and when I'm looking in the camera. But regardless, this is the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. I'm not a massive fan. It's in the shade Fair. It's quite thick. If you don't use it for a couple of days, the pump gets all clogged up, and when you pump to get foundation out, it can squirt everywhere and cause a mess. I have a photo of that happening and I shall insert it here. This weighed in at 113.6 grams on Friday the 13th, which was 3 weeks ago. It's currently weighing in at 110.7 grams. So I've used 2.9 grams in the last 3 months when I had to swap over foundations. So to help me use this product, I'm going to continue to use this. I'm not going to roll it out. I'm going to try and use it up because I don't get along with full coverage foundations, but I can persevere for the sake of it type of thing. So yeah, if I do feel like this foundation is getting too light, then I can use some of these darkening drops from Revolution Pro. It'll be good to experiment with this to see if I can try and use this up. The temptation to roll this out and use something that's currently more suitable for my face is quite strong, but I want to get rid of these sort of products because they're not something that I want to continue to use for a long period of time. I want to get rid of them. I don't want to repurchase them again because they're just not something that really suits me anymore. I mean, I can make do because I've always been good at making do. I don't want to just throw it out, but it's not the nicest of experiences. The foundation drops are weighing in at 51.3 grams. I'm not expecting much usage from these at all, because obviously you only need the smallest amounts to change it. And I'm not a massive fan of this product either. I feel like it makes the foundation look muddy rather than change like the shades. So this is very cool toned. Then this doesn't make it like warm toned or yellow toned, or it doesn't keep it a cool tone. It just makes it muddy. It's so strange, but it's something that you've just got to experiment with. It's weird. So for my mascara, I had to change this, I think it was last month, because the mascara before that had reached its 3-month shelf life period, because I'd already started it before my Project Pan was a thing. So this mascara is the Kiko Volume Attraction Mascara. This month it's weighing in at 16.2 grams, which means I've had a usage of 1.1 gram, and it was new last month, so I haven't got anything to compare that against. So 1.1 gram, which is good, because for the last week of this sort of social isolation / quarantine / lockdown, I haven't really been wearing that much makeup. I've tried to wear a lot more makeup this week, but the week prior to that I think I only put makeup on my face like once. Good thing, bad thing, not quite sure. I was just digging the moisturiser and I was doing what felt right for me at the time. There were days that I wanted to put makeup on, so I did. And then there are other days where I was like, really can't be bothered. So that's that. Brow gel. So this is weighing in. So my brow gel, I'm going to be keeping the same as what I've had from the beginning of this Project Pan. I'm not enjoying it, but I'm not overwhelmed by it either. But it's getting to the point where I can feel it slightly drying out. I can definitely see some more windows in the plastic here. It's the PS Define Brow Gel in the shade Brown. It's from Primark. It's Primark's own beauty range. This is weighing in at 11 grams, meaning I've had 0.6 grams of usage versus 0.7 grams of last month. So you can see by me not wearing it, it's gone down a little bit in usage on my makeup free days this month. And I feel like it's a common trend across the Project Pan community, or not. Who knows? Leave me some comments in the comment box down below. So my concealer I will be keeping the same as well. I'm holding this up to the light and I can really see that there isn't a lot left in it at all. It's right, there's some product at the bottom clearly where the wand doesn't reach. And I feel like this is the common problem with products like this. You can't get all the product out, and I feel like, is that good value for money? So I will be now taking the stopper out, and so I can get more product out of this and be able to use as much as possible. So this is weighing in at 7.5 grams. That means I have used 0.1 gram this month versus 0.2 grams the last month. So yeah, some usage of that has gone down. Surprise, surprise, I've been having makeup free days. My Sleek Eye Divine Vintage Romance eyeshadow palette. I'm going to be rolling this out. I can't imagine wearing these dark colour shades anymore coming into the spring months. I've been using this particular shade quite a lot. I feel like I've made a lot of progress on that particular shade, but the silver has really diminished. So I've been using that one with this one in the crease, and either I think that one there as well. So yeah, those three have been my sort of like main, I don't know why, but they became sort of like my main focus shades this month. This particular shade is quite dry, and you only have to swirl your brush around in it, and a lot of product just becomes like loose. so then I like blow that out so it doesn't make a mess. So it might appear that I've used more than I actually have, but this is where weighing in at 98.7 grams, which means I've used 0.8 grams for this month versus 0.8 grams the last month. So it's actually the same, even though I've worn less makeup. So that would be because this one is quite crumbly and a lot of like the product has been blown away as such. So overall, I've used 2 grams of this since the beginning of my project pan. So I'm not going to declutter this eyeshadow palette. I've really enjoyed using it. The quality of the eyeshadows I feel is degrading slightly as time goes on, but I am happy to keep this in my collection. I'll just move it to the bottom because when we get back into those winter months at the end of this year, I'm probably going to be wanting these shades again. So with that in mind, I don't see the point of decluttering this because it's still usable. It's not irritating my eyes or anything like that yet, but we'll see next time we use it. I don't see the point in throwing it away to then have to repurchase something that does a similar thing at the end of next year, because I do enjoy wearing purples, so I'd have to like go out and purchase something purple and like the darker nudes for the end of next year anyway, and that's not something that I want to do because I'm on a no-buy for makeup. So we're saying goodbye to this and we are rolling in the Barry M Meteor Storm, which is a duochrome and metallic eyeshadow palette. So this I obviously have been using quite a lot. I've got pan on that shade there, this shade and this shade, and I was doing my makeup to film this video and for the get ready with me, and I have hit the tiniest amount of pan, I believe, on this shade here. This is weighing in at 71.4 grams. This is an only 8 shade eyeshadow palette. And I've really enjoyed using it in the past. There are a few things that I would like to mention. This shade and this shade here are like iridescent shades. Nothing picks up really on the brush, which is then why I have gone to using my finger in these particular shades, because my particular brushes that I use don't pick up any of the product unless I use like a really flat sort of like paddle eyeshadow brush. So I use these two with my fingers. They have got quite a hard pan on them now, but I think that's to do with the formula rather than the usage of my fingers within the pan. But yeah, that's just a little side note to mention. I will be doing, if you guys would like to see again, like eyeshadow like roulette sort of thing where I draw like 3 or 4 numbers at random and then I have to make up a eyeshadow look with these particular shades. I found that quite fun last time and it actually helped me focus my efforts on using those particular shades for the full month. So I was using the same shades over and over again, and it's very clear to see progress that way. So that's my eyeshadows. My blush quad from Barry M. This is weighing in at 62.4 grams with a usage of 0.2 grams for the month, versus 0.1 grams last month. So apparently I've been using this a lot more, whether that has meant because I've been getting the brush and having to dig in a little bit harder to get the product out, but I've made a real decent amount of progress. I've been focusing on this shade, so I've been using it with the purple blush at the same time, but there is not a lot of product left there at all. This will be remaining in my project pan, and this is the only blush product that I will be using in my project pan for the next 3 months anyway, unless obviously I use it up and then I replace it with another product. And then this blush, which was the other blush that I was using in conjunction with this. I wasn't using them separately, I was using them together. So this blush that I've got on my cheek right now is this one, just blended out. And then I was using this on top of it and then blending them together, and it gave, I thought it was really quite nice, purple sort of hue. So this is the Urban Decay Afterglow blush in the shade Bittersweet. This is currently weighing in at 48.4 grams, which means I've used 0.2 grams this month versus 0.2 grams last month. And overall, since the beginning of my project pan, I have used 0.6 grams. It's very, very pigmented. It goes a long way. I could use it as an eyeshadow. Don't particularly want to at the moment. Again, I've moved away from those purple colours. So yeah, I'm not going to be decluttering this because I absolutely adore it. It's just going to go back into my collection and sit there until a time that I need it, which will probably be again around those sort of winter months when I crave the darker colours to be back within my collection. Okay, so my highlighter. I can't believe this is still even a thing. Obviously you don't use a lot of highlighter all in one go, but the amount of time or the amount of years that I've actually had this product now is absolutely insane. But it still works, it's still giving me a highlight. It's definitely degraded in quality, definitely. I have to work really hard and swirl the brush around in it a lot to be able to pick up product. That being said, it will be staying within my project pan. I'm absolutely adamant that I'm using this up. I'm emotionally attached to this highlighter now just because I've had it for so long. So this is weighing in at 41.2 grams, and which means I've used 0.4 grams of product this month versus 0.6 grams of product last month. Obviously my usage has gone down. I've been using less makeup overall. Yeah, the dip, I would say, has definitely gone down, but I really do have to dig my brush around in there to get product off. I have to work really hard to get the product now. But I'll keep persevering with it. That's staying in my project pan. So moving on to lip products next. So the NYX Transylvania is 12.5 grams. Which gives me 0.5 grams of usage versus the 0.2 last month. I've been focusing on this a lot more. It's really comfortable to wear, whereas the others are becoming like quite dry as they've gotten really quite old. I've really enjoyed using this. The amount of compliments I get when I wear this is great. I'm going to be keeping it, even though it says 18 months. I feel like the product itself is still quite good. It doesn't smell bad or anything. It still smells like it did when I first bought it. But I will be rolling this shade out. I can't imagine wearing a dark purple shade in the spring and summer months, so I'm going to be putting that back into my collection. The shade Roxy from Kat Von D. There's a definite window in this now, not that you'll be able to see that. A lot of product at the bottom and a lot of product at the top, but I haven't needed to take the stopper out of this just yet. This is weighing in at 8.3 grams, which means I've used 0.1 gram this month versus the 0.4 grams last month. I haven't reached for this shade at all, really. Like I said, I've been wearing the NYX Transylvania a lot more. Again, I will be keeping this product in my collection. It's not to the point where it's not usable. And yeah, I'll definitely know I'll be wanting these colours at the end of 2020 anyway. And then the Kat Von D Echo, 7.6 grams, so I've got 0.5 grams of usage this month. I used this quite a lot at the beginning of the month, so after my last update I think I wore this for maybe 1 or 2 weeks solid just on its own, versus the 0.3 grams of last month. So But for the last couple of weeks, like I said, I haven't really been wearing that much makeup at all. If I have been, it's been this. So this definitely is at the stage now where I need to take the stopper out and get the product. Again, it's got like a window. I think you can slightly see that there. It's slightly empty just around this marker. A lot of product at the bottom, a lot of product at the top. I'll take the stopper out, but again, I'm going to be keeping it in my collection because I know that I'm going to want these colours next year. There's no point in getting rid of them to then have to repurchase something similar if this product is still good, it still works, and it's not like gross, it hasn't like grown mold or anything like that. So those are all being rolled out. 4 new lip products being rolled in. So a straight swap. So I've got the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in the shade Istanbul. You might have noticed I've got some white stickers stuck on the bottom of some of my lip products. This is because I've always been good at rotating my makeup. This one says Thursday on it. And then this one says Tuesday on it, and so on and so forth, because I used to like make sure that I used a product each day to ensure that I used my products up rather than just reaching for the same product. I always put them on a sort of like rotation as such. So, but anyway, I digress. This is weighing in at 13.2 grams. It's the shade I've got on my lips at the moment. Incredibly comfortable to wear. I'm so happy to see a pink colour on my lips rather than a dark purple. I feel like I fit with the seasons right now, and we've been having a lot more warmer days, or milder days I should say. About 12 to 14 degrees we've been hitting here in the UK. I've got a lovely little sun trap in my back garden, and which has been reaching about 20 degrees, so it's been really pleasant to sit out there with a cup of tea or whatever. So that's that one. Then we've got another Kat Von D in the shade Lovecraft. I can't remember if this is one that came in the collection that Claire bought me, or it's the secondhand one that I bought from Chelsea Murray. I will leave both of their channels linked down below or in cards if you are interested in divulging yourself into watching different YouTubers. So this is sort of like a... Sorry, I totally should be doing swatches. So this is the NYX. It's like a lovely baby pink. And then this Kat Von D Lovecraft is like a real pinky type of nude. So that's that shade there. It's beautiful. I forgot I even had this. So that's weighing in at 8.6 grams starting weight. Then I've got another Kat Von D liquid lipstick here, but the shade has fallen off the bottom and I haven't got a clue what it's called, so sorry. But this is just sort of like a really light coloured nude, which is something I always used to shy away from, but I feel like nudes at this time of year, light coloured nudes anyway, fit the bill, as well as sort of like the light pastel sort of colours. So that's what that one looks like just there at the bottom. And that one is weighing in at 8.7 grams. And then a fourth product, I was debating whether I should put 4 in again, but this one's the Barry M Holographic Lip Topper. I don't think they've got shade names, but it's a sort of like pink glittery lip gloss, basically. This is weighing in at 21.9 grams. It's, you know, a decent amount bigger tube, I would say. Or is it? How many grams of product? So this is 8 mils of product, and this is, don't know, why wouldn't it say? Did it come in a box or something? I don't know. So anyway, the point of these is that you can pop them on top of product that you've already got on, or wear them on their own. So this is weighing in at 21.9 grams. I'll just do a little swatch there for you. They're very, very sticky, so it's a kind of, I have to wear my hair up when I wear these. I regret buying them. They were a complete impulse purchase. I hate lip glosses. I don't know why I bought them, but Holly likes to wear them. But for the purpose of this video, I'll sort of show you. So it can like change the look of your current lipstick that you've got on. But yeah, they're not for everybody. They come off quite like frosty. This has definitely got a blue and purple shift to it, so the little elements of glitter or shimmer in it are blue and purple, in a sort of pinky coloured type of gloss, so frosty. My nail varnish, I feel like I did really well on, so that's the third line is last month's progress from that line. I used it quite a lot. Holly used it once, and I don't know whether this is cheating, but Holly was decorating a flower pot and I used it to go around the top ring of, so for instance, this part of the flower pot here, because why not? Doesn't have to just be used on your nails. So this is weighing in at 47.5 grams, which means I've used 2.3 grams versus the 2 grams last month, which means I've used 4.3 grams overall. Going forward, I won't be weighing nail varnishes because obviously you can visually see, but I've used like half the bottle now. That's really good. I haven't used that much of a nail varnish in a very long time. I know I didn't start as a full bottle, but this is great. It's still in really good condition. It's not drying out or anything. So this will be staying in my collection because I haven't got any like duplicates of it or anything. It's what I've got on my nails at the moment. But yeah, that can stay, like I said, and I'll want to use it at the end of this year. And I'm going to be rolling in 2 nail varnishes now. So they're both by Barry M, as was the other one. So this is a Barry M Quick Dry nail paint in the shade Eat My Dust, obviously because it's speed themed. This is sort of like a racing track flag themed lid, because it's a quick dry formula. Whether that's true or not, we'll see, but it's like a baby blue sort of colour, and I think that works really well with this particular colour. They go sort of hand in hand. You can use them separately or together. I've used them together in the past, as in like one nail would be this colour, the other nail would be this colour, and so on and so forth. So this is the Barry M High Shine nail paint in the shade Green Berry. So this is really nice. I believe that this is the second bottle of this that I've had. I think I've purchased this before, used it, liked it so much and repurchased it. So unfortunately, I've just shaken all of that up, but where the black line is my starting progress. I really like it. I like them together. I like Barry M nail varnishes overall. I think they're good quality for their price point. Last but by no means least, my June perfume by Christian Dior. I really haven't been wearing this a lot at all, so you can see my progress is a lot less than the previous month. It's weighing in at 229.5 grams with a usage of 6.2 grams versus last month's usage of 8.4 grams. So like I said, I haven't really been wearing it an awful lot because I haven't been going outside, so to put it on in the house seems a little bit pointless, but there we are. But we'll keep rolling with it. Those are the things that I'm rolling out and rolling in. I think overall, like the progress of this, I just it's quite enlightening. I know weighing the products is quite geeky, etc., but I feel like it gives you some sort of insight about how little product you actually need. So what's the point in having 3 or 4 eyeshadow palettes that can do pretty much the same thing? Also, it shows to me that if you've got a really expensive eyeshadow palette that performs well, great, and it looks great, awesome. But then you can also get a really cheap eyeshadow palette that performs well and looks really good on the eyes. And then if you're walking down the street or I go and meet somebody and I look at their eyeshadow, I appreciate their eyeshadow. I don't go, oh my wow, the eyeshadow on their eyes must have cost so much money. Like, you could have had Primark eyeshadow on, or I don't know, Huda Beauty or Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette, and I wouldn't have honestly been able to tell the difference. And I think that is, you know, the things that I'm sort of like learning out of this. Not that I have really expensive makeup products, but I also feel like I want to send the message out to people that you don't need expensive products to like get a really good look, and also you don't need loads and loads of duplicates of the same things. So like really try hard, particularly in this current climate where things like makeup are so not important. Just look at makeup as fun, but also look at makeup as something that you don't really need. It's not important. So what's the point in having drawers upon drawers upon drawers full of makeup, unless working with makeup and showing people new products is your actual job. That's completely different. It's not my job. This is literally just like a hobby, and I'm interested in it. But yeah, I think those are the sorts of messages that I'm learning myself anyway. So 2 grams has been used from this, when I would love to know how many grams are in each pan. But yeah, it just goes to show how little product you actually need. If you like this video, guys, please give it a massive thumbs up and click subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this from the future. In the future. I'm really enjoying my project pan. I know I'm really geeky with like number crunching all the things, but that's my personal preference. I like it when people get down to the nitty gritty. That's just me. I'm really looking forward to switching up my nail varnish. And I've been absolutely craving this particular shade for, I would say, the last 3 weeks. I've like had it out ready to film this video for the last 3 weeks, and I've been looking at it longingly going, not long now. So I'm so thankful for these new things in my life. The only thing I'm not really looking forward to is the foundation, but again, that's something I will just persevere with. But yeah, thank you all for listening and watching. Leave me some comments in the comment box down below. Let me know how you're getting on. All your comments don't have to be Project Pan related at all. If you've made it to the end of this video and you're not interested in makeup, then I salute you. You're just using this as some sort of welcome distraction, then good on you. And I shall see you all soon. Bye.